Inter Miami are in the perfect position and situation to write their names in the MLS history books when they host New England this Saturday at home at Chase Stadium for the last home game of the 2024 MLS regular season. Guys, welcome back to another episode of the Herons Haven podcast here on the SoFlo Soccer channel. My name is Matt, your host as always. And today we are back after this international break with another Inter Miami preview, our last preview of the regular season, and it's pretty excited. I'm very excited to see Inter Miami play again. And I mean, hey, and we got something on the line. And normally, I mean, essentially, this game doesn't really mean anything to. It shouldn't mean anything to anybody, but because we already secured first place in the Eastern Conference, the number one seed, we've won the Supporter Shield. This is a huge milestone in our club. But now we want to continue to make history. We want to win that points record, and we want to snatch it from New England of all people, which I think is very poetic. To because New England are the current holders of the points record with 70. What is it? 73 points, and they beat us in order to keep that record, or to get that record. Now we have the opportunity a couple of years later, I think like 3 years later, we have that opportunity to take it back from them. So I think it's very awesome. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about a couple of things today. A little bit about international duty, just some of the Inter Miami players and how they played for their specific national teams, and them going into what can we expect during the playoffs, things like that. We'll talk about some playoff dates that we should be keeping in mind as we go through. And yeah, and then we'll do like a predicted starting 11, and we'll do a score prediction at the end of the episode like we always do. Mike V's already coming in. His how did you say? His introduction to these streams are just hashtag that the out straight up. And hey, I don't blame you. I don't blame you, but I'm not with you, but I'm not against you, Mike. But it's great to have you here in this preview. And so the first thing I want to bring up, right? This is the first thing I want to bring up. I want to bring up Messi. I want to talk about Messi because not only is he the best player in the world, Inter Miami has given Messi another trophy. Like this happened this morning, or what I could believe is this morning. I had no idea this was happening, but Messi was given this trophy from the club. They've hosted this in like the VIP area. They had like pictures of him. They presented um this trophy for the champion of like they said otro premio más para el campeón de campeones, the champion of champions. No clue what, I don't know if this is just supposed to honor him and his memory, but they just made Inter Miami just made up a trophy to give to Messi, and I'm not complaining, but I am a little bit confused as to why this was given. Like I have no idea why this is even a thing. But everybody was there. His wife was there. They got the Moss brothers there. Everybody, like it was a whole thing. His security guards, like it's a whole thing. Um don't Monica's name is on it, so I'm assuming they had something to do with the whole event itself. So this is probably an event that Marca specifically came up with. Because I mean, like Marca's everywhere. Marca's here. Marca's on the trophy. Marca's on like the little microphone thing that Messi speaks into. It's very I mean, it's cool. Good for Messi. I mean, hey, another trophy in his cabinet, but I just thought that was pretty interesting. Um very, very interesting to see. It looks like the Rocky Balboa statue. That's what I thought originally too. When I saw it, I was like, yo, that really looks like the Rocky Balboa statue in PA. So I thought that was funny. It's funny that you brought that up too. But yeah, I wanted to bring that up. But Messi has been unbelievable for us. I mean, like, or Messi has just been unbelievable these last 2 weeks in this international window. I mean, like, during this time, people like myself, which is like, and this is a totally valid thought to have, people would have worries or concerns that Messi would get injured during the international break because it can happen, right? Especially having that freaking PTSD of Messi getting injured back in, what was it, back in the Copa America final. We lost him for 3 months, and so now every time he's gonna go play for Argentina, we just have that thought in the back of our heads, like, oh my god, I hope he doesn't get injured, hope he doesn't get injured. But no, like, honestly, it was the complete opposite. Like, Messi completely popped off in this international window when they played, what was it, Bolivia, and who was the other team that we played? Was it I think it was Venezuela, where we tied 1-1. And even though Messi didn't score that game, that was Otamendi, I think, that scored off a header. But in the two games that they played, that I think Messi actually got the assist for that. I really wish I double checked that before I started, because I genuinely didn't even like. I genuinely. Oh yeah, it was following. Oh no, wait. Following Messi's free kick from the Venezuela goalkeeper punches the. So maybe it didn't count as an assist. I have no idea, but regardless, um, no, it didn't count as an assist. Okay, yeah. So, but regardless, they beat Bolivia 6-0. Now I know Bolivia are not the best example, right, to kind of show your form, but 3 goals and 2 assists is still impressive, no matter what the opponent is. And yeah, he got the hockey assist. Messi got the hockey assist, but it's not like a statistic that they're gonna give him, right? Which sucks. But 3 goals and 2 assists and the hockey assist um is still extremely impressive with 2 games. Doesn't matter the opponent, because he single-handedly carried all the scoring opportunities. And in the MLS, like, that's just exactly what he's going to bring to this Inter Miami side during the postseason, in the playoffs, and hopefully in the MLS Cup final. So I'm very, very excited for Messi. I'm really hoping that that they watch the intensity of training throughout these next couple of weeks, because the first day of playoffs is, I believe it's October. Is it? It's like the last week of October. Round one of the best of three series starts on Friday, October 25th, and they'll end Sunday, November 10th. So they have, like, what is that, 2 weeks ish, for the round one. Um, but that doesn't start until the 25th. So we're gonna go another, what is it, 6 days without a game. I think most likely. Let's just say another week without a game. So, which is great for Inter Miami. They get to rest their guys. They get to recover and, continue their training, and lessen the likeliness of them getting injured. We're gonna have Messi until 2026, uh, because for sure he is playing another World Cup. I mean, like, that's what everyone's assuming. I mean, like, with the way that he's playing with Argentina right now, and we're approaching the end of 2024. We're about to head into 2025. He's gonna play the whole season within Miami in 2025. It's honestly very possible that he can push it to 2026. We'll still have to see what 2025 brings. And hopefully that Messi could continue that form in 2025. But as of right now, it's very difficult to kind of see him. I don't want to say slow down, because he'll probably quite literally slow down. But he's on fire for somebody his age. I mean, like, I don't care. Like, dude, like, I don't even think Ronaldo is performing to the level that Messi's performing right now. And like, Messi, and like, I know, like, but people can talk shit about that comparison, but like, I don't, especially on international duty, Ronaldo got nothing. And you can compare the European and the South American competitions, whatever. Straight up, in my opinion, like, Ronaldo got nothing on Messi right now. You saw his interview today, and a few days ago, about what, like, um about like his retirement, like his potential retirement. Like, I saw that he said that he's excited, or not that he's excited about his future, that he's very lucky to have the career that he had, that he accomplished every dream possible, and that he's just trying to enjoy every moment right now, whether that's with Inter Miami or with Argentina. So I caught like tidbits of his interviews especially with Argentina and things like that. But he's going to try. I mean, like he's obviously not going to stop until he's fully ready to stop. So Ash Pratam coming in with the hashtag dot that out now. Everybody's always dot that out, man. Why can't we gotta wait until the end? We really have to wait until the end. I'm older than Messi, so I don't appreciate the for his age comment. Now where's my diaper? I mean, like, no, the what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, Mike. I'm not even gonna explain myself because Messi's what 38 for a 38-year-old, 5'7" to be with like the injury history that he has with the ankle, with the knees, with the thighs, with the groin. For him to be putting up the numbers against these 20-year-olds, 25-year-olds, it's very impressive because these guys are supposed to be faster, they're supposed to be more physical, more fit, but Messi's still playing like he's 27. Today he said still have years. So, well, yeah, what is he? I'm like he's not going to say I have one more year because then that's just a media answer. So don't take it literally because they're trained to say that stuff. He's not going to be like, "Oh yeah, I have another year," because then people are going to anticipate his retirement, and that's like a whole that's going to spark like a bunch of controversy, and that's going to shift the focus to his retirement, and they don't want to do like he doesn't want people to go down that lane yet. So yeah. Anyway, Monica Award Messi, yeah, was class. Yeah, it honestly completely caught me by surprise. I just woke up, what was going through my day, and then I looked at my phone that he was given this trophy of like by Marca, and I'm like, oh, okay, Marca just decided to give him a trophy. How nice of them. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about Messi. Just tell him to just talk about how incredibly informed he is. Um, and that I'm very excited to see what he can do for Miami in the postseason because it's where uh, now it's where it counts because up until now, not that these wins didn't matter, but like we've always guaranteed our spot in the playoffs, but now it's time to see if we can uh survive in a tournament style bracket. And with Messi's history, with the team's history, with League Cup last year, um, we definitely have the capability to do so. I mean, earlier this season we struggled in CONCACAF Champions Cup, but this is going to be completely different. We know our opponents. We have that home field advantage throughout the entire tournament, except for one time where we play in the round one best of three series. We'll have one game away, but for the entire duration of the knockout bracket of the tournament style bracket in the semifinals, in the Eastern Conference final, in the MLS Cup final, we're always going to be at home. So that's a huge advantage for us. He's 37. During the World Cup, he'll turn 39. So he'll be 40. Yeah, he'll essentially be 40 years old playing in the World Cup, which is crazy. Messi will have a monopoly of playoff. I mean, yeah, he'll never stop receiving awards. Is the league phase over already? No. So tomorrow, or not tomorrow, today's Thursday. Saturday is the last home game for the regular season. So on the 25th here, let me pull that up for you guys. On the 25th of October is the beginning of the round one phase of the knockouts, which is, so now everybody's going to be watching. This is the first week. So we're most likely going to be getting that first day because I think it just goes by seeding, but we'll have to see. We'll have to see the times. We'll have to see the dates, and we've already secured our tickets for playoffs. Every time that Inter Miami get playoffs, then we have them. So that's going to be really good. I feel like the vibe at Chase Stadium for playoffs is going to be so crazy and like completely different in a good way compared to the regular season. I'm very excited. Hopefully I'll be able to experience at least one of them because my parents are going to be going to most of them or all of them. I think I'm not sure. Um, but yeah, no, it's going to be very exciting. But yeah, the first round is the best of three series, and then after that's going to be the conference semifinals, the conference final, and then the MLS Cup, which is the final with East versus West. It's going to be really cool. Name of award is stupid. Literally greatest of all time. Like probably GOAT, but it's so disrespectful. Others like Pele, Maradona. I mean, this is because at the end of the day, this is a made up trophy. This is a trophy that Marca invented, quite literally just to give to Messi. I think they just wanted to honor him again. Um, it's really not that serious. Like don't get all upset about it. Best of three is insane. Yeah, the best of three series is gonna be crazy. I mean, so if we can beat right now, I think we're in contention with who's gonna be our opponent. As of right now, it's between DC United and Montreal. Before it was Montreal and Toronto. So it was going to be a Canadian team, which always sucks. I really hope it's not a Canadian team because I don't want our guys to travel to Canada to play an away leg. I'd rather play at DC. Um, DC is most like so if the tournament, if the excuse me, if the regular season were to end today, if the regular season were to end today, we would either face DC United or Montreal. So that means they would play in that knockout game. They would have to play in that wild card game, right? So I would assume that DC would win that game because Benteke's been on fire for them. So I would prefer it on honestly just for travel purposes. So and then after that, seventh would play second, and then sixth would play third, and then fourth play fifth. Red Bulls are kind of moving down the table. Before they were like in fifth or fourth, like around here. Orlando, I think, moved up a bit. And yeah, and tomorrow or on Saturday, we're playing one of the worst teams in the MLS. So our chances for actually winning on Saturday, getting the points record, um, and just kind of just going into the round one playoffs with like a win and just like high spirits is extremely high, and it's at home too, and it's a great way to end the regular season at home in front of your fans, in front of La Familia. I'm very excited for it. But anyways, other than that, we did hear from, or excuse me, we didn't hear yet about David Ruiz's injury. David Ruiz recently got injured. Unfortunately, I believe it was like a sprain. It was like an ankle sprain or something. So it shouldn't be too long. But here, let me see if I could pull it up for you guys really quickly. But yeah, so we're gonna be losing him, which honestly isn't like the biggest deal in the world. He barely gets as much game time as he already does. So he got injured playing on international duty for the Honduran national team. He'll be assessed as he recovers, determining his return to play timeable. So it doesn't say. Wait, what did it say? He got suffered a right hamstring strain. So it's a strain. I'm assuming he'll be out for at least a month, like at most a month. So yeah, I mean it does kind of suck because out of all the backup midfielders that we have, we would prefer David Ruiz. But it is what it is. So, but yeah, he's unfortunately going to be injured. Everybody else is essentially fit, fully ready to play. Um, you know, everybody, it's crazy. We just have we just have a fully fit team ready to go. Not 40, lol. He'll be 30. Yeah, I know. I'm just saying he'll essentially be 40. Like I'm just rounding. It's not that big of a deal. Being lazy, uh how many rounds in the playoffs? So we have the best of 3 series, that's one round. Then we have the conference semifinal, the conference final, and then the MLS Cup final. The MLS Cup. The MLS Cup. It's just called MLS Cup. So that's 4 rounds. But in the best of 3 series, we'll have to play at least 2 games. So yeah. Oh my gosh, EJ, thank you so much for the $1.99 chat or donation. That's actually that's insane. That looks really cool. I like how that pops up on the screen. That's so sick. I appreciate that. Who's his backup? I mean, yeah, Sunderland is always the backup. But yeah, no, thank you. I mean, so if you guys didn't know, I mean, this is unrelated to Inter Miami, but I joined I'm now part of the YouTube partner program. So stuff like EJ, this is the first ever donation that I've received on YouTube, so I really appreciate it. EJ, I hope I can like kind of display that on my channel like page to see if I can I'm gonna see if I could do that. Because that's really cool. I appreciate that very much. Who's his backup? So his backup obviously would be. So we have who are midfielders? We have Benja, we have Redondo, we have Bright, we have Busi, we have Sunderland, and I think that's it. So yeah, our starting midfield will probably be Redondo, Bright, and Busi. So the backups would be Benja and Sunderland. So Benja obviously has more experience in the first team. Sunderland does not. I think he's only played like 1 or 2 games for us this season, and they've both, I believe, been off the bench, or at least one of them have been off the bench. So yeah. For New England though, they don't have any injuries. Their biggest oh, they do have one actually. They have one injury. It's Thomas Chankalai. Chankalai used to play for Racing. He was a pretty good player, honestly. But other than that, they're gonna have their full starting 11. Don't think it should be any, don't think we should be too worried at all. Alejandro Andrada, Messi. What's up, man? I appreciate you being here. But yeah, no, Saturday's game should be a good one. I mean, for starting 11, let's predict the starting 11 real quick. So now that Ruiz is injured, I mean, like being the only most recent injury that's happened late as of late, we'll do. Let's see. It's not going to really change the starting 11 at all. I think that we'll still go with a three in the back with the four midfielders, or the two central midfielders and the two like wing backs and the two strikers. So I'm assuming that Drake Calendar would be in goal, even though Ustari played last time out. Drake Calendar would be in goal. I think that El Toto Aviles is probably going to get a start with. I would love for it to be. Okay, if it's Tata's lineup, it's going to be, I think, Busi, Toto Aviles, and either Christoph or like Noah Allen as the left center back. If it was my preferred thing, it'd probably be Noah Allen left center back. Middle center back would probably be Busi. I would have Ian Frey right center back. Then I'd have Chelo as the right wing back, or maybe Gressel, but probably Chelo. Actually, no. Let me rethink that. Because I really like Ian Frey on the right hand side. I really like Ian Frey as a right back and like a right attacking like wing back, if that makes sense. Like I'd feel like we can be just both threatening offensively and defensively. So, but then that leaves that left center. I mean, like honestly, if El Toto, like if we can play Noah Allen, Busi, and El Toto Aviles as the three center backs, I'm chilling. Noah Allen has really, really impressed me in that role within these last, couple of games. And I think that I honestly think we should give him a try at that left center back spot. What about Farias? He should be ready for the semis. There's no shot that Farias is going to be playing in this postseason. As much as he'll be ready and fit to play, I think at the end of towards the end of this postseason, he has not played a single minute this year. And so it'll be a huge risk just to play him, even if it was for like 10 minutes in the semifinals of a conference or in the final of the Eastern Conference. There's no shot. I'd rather not have that happen unless, God forbid, we take a crazy like injury for Campana or for Suarez. Other than that, really prefer not to play Farias. But I'll be looking forward to seeing him next season. What do you think about the upcoming match against New England Revolution, chances of winning? So yeah, no, we're discussing that right now. Backlash. So we're discussing what I would think would be. Well, I mean, we're all part of the discussion. We're all guessing what the starting 11 would be. What would be the best starting 11 for us going into this game on Saturday? As soon as we finish that, we'll go into a predicted score. I mean, but on paper, we have a way better team. On paper, we're one of the best teams in the league, if not the best. Has Tata been sandbagging all season, and he'll break out Jesus tactics in the playoffs? Highly doubt that. I highly doubt that. No, Tata's gonna stick to what he knows. Inter Miami are gonna stick to what they know. Honestly, they probably could be preparing some trick plays, maybe on some set pieces, which honestly I wouldn't be surprised of, because we have seen it a couple of times this season. I think with Ian Frey, we've seen it. But I kind of hope that Tata and the team can really put something up their sleeve and, something to really throw off our opponents because we're really going to need it. Especially maybe not in the first round, depending on how we do, but I highly doubt we're going to need it in the first round. But for the semifinals or the conference final, I think we're definitely going to need like some sort of trick play, like in American football. I saw him training. Yeah, Farias. Yeah, no, he's training. Farias is training. It's just that I don't know. I think it's risky as hell. Not just for his safety, but just for the sake of the team. He has not played with this team at all. This is a completely different team from what he's played with last year. So, I mean, I don't know. Hopefully, I don't know. I mean, like, if he plays and then he does well, great. But as of right now, I'd rather stick with to what we know and what we have. Maybe we can use him as a secret weapon. Maybe he'll come off the bench and just like completely steal the show. Maybe. No, that's not who Tata is. He is worse than stepping in shit barefoot. No, I know. I was just trying to be hopeful. Just really trying to be hopeful. I know that's not who he is, Mike, and I know you know that's not who he is, but I guess a guy can hope and dream, right? The only trick play that knows is pulling gum out of his teeth. Is freaking good, and it's so crazy because the cameraman always catch Tata like chewing the like it's always like the craziest shot of Tata chewing gum. It's like it's so disturbing every time we see Tata chew gum. It's always like his mouth like just wide open. It's so disturbing. I have my dog right here. Dude, come. You see his shadow? Yeah, he's trying to. I don't know. He's trying to get my attention. But Farias had an injury designation for 2024. Well, I'm pretty sure he's placed on that injury list. He keeps jumping. Hold on. My dog keeps jumping back and forth. Let me open the door real quick. Sorry. Right. So yeah, I think he's been placed on the injury list, but I'm not really too sure. Like I said, we could maybe see him. Maybe I mean, I highly doubt. Like I said, I highly doubt it. I don't even know if we can even register him in the squad because he's placed on a separate list. I have no idea how that works. Yeah, on paper we have one of the best teams, but I'm concerned for our defense. It looks shabby at times. I mean, like our defense. Okay, so this is the thing with our defense, right? Backlash. Our defense has been bad all season, but we actually have one of the best defenses like in the league, which is crazy to say, right? Because when you watch the games, it doesn't seem that way because we make a lot of stupid mistakes. We have players like El Toto Aviles getting yellow carded every game. So it's crazy to think that we have one of the best defenses in the league. However, when we look at it and we watch the games, it doesn't feel that way at all. It feels exposed. It feels sloppy, sometimes sluggish, lazy. Sometimes, I mean, like you can even throw lazy. Um, and I don't feel secure with the defense. I really wish we had Martinez and Freire at the back four. If we had Martinez and Freire fully fit and ready to go, I think we will have Martinez. I think Martinez will be ready by the time we start round one. But if we had both Martinez and Freire, I would be much more secure with the defense. Um, I'm honestly the only defender that I'm really worried about is El Toto Aviles. Like, because I feel like El Toto Aviles is going to completely, like, I don't know, like, ruin our shit. Like, I feel like he's gonna do some stupid shit and like he'll get sent off, he'll give away a penalty or like a free kick outside of, but like something stupid like that, right? And because like no Allen impressed me. Boosie, I'll take him at center back. I honestly would rather have Ryan Saylor at the back. Kritsov is not bad. Yes, he's slow, but he's an experienced defender. He plays well, and he's honestly really good. He's just slow and can't. Um, he has to be like the stopper, or like he'll have to like he can't push up and play that high line because he's not going to have the pace to recover back. But it's the same thing with Boosie. So I don't know. Martinez, he is back. MLS has him questionable. Oh, does he? Okay, that's good. Yeah, because I knew he was supposed to be coming back, but I don't think he'll be playing in this next game against New England. I have no idea. We'll have to wait and see until, the day of the game. Let me see. Boosie's the real coach of the team. Boosie has literally changed Tata's tactic in the game. I remember like we spoke about like who would win coach of the year, and I don't know if it was Mike that said it or somebody else, but somebody said like that Boosie should be win coach head coach of the year, which I thought was hilarious because it's true. Like, and I say it in every episode or almost in every episode that without Busquets, whether it's in the midfield or in the defense, our team completely falls apart. He's the glue that sticks us together. He is the pendulum um of like our team. He dictates everything, every pass, every play, and like it all comes and starts and originates from Sergio Busquets. And I've seen him play in person. I've had the honor and the privilege to see Sergio Busquets play multiple times for Inter Miami, obviously for Barcelona and all that as well. But in person, with Inter Miami, I've seen it play, and it's insane what he does because his body feints, like the passes that he puts. It's just sharp. It's on point. It's accurate. It's not sloppy. Boosie's the best in the game, and he still like he was the best in the game, and he still is. Um, Alba has a hold on Tata. Oh no, Alba has told Tata literally he's not doing what he is asking. I saw both of these firsthand. What do you mean? I'm confused about that. Did I not read that right? He's not doing what he's asking. That Tata is not doing what Jordy's asking? Is that what that means? Aviles is my favorite player right now. I'm getting his. Yeah, all right, bro. Good luck. You're gonna be the only Aviles like you're gonna be the only one rocking a Toto Aviles jersey. Fun fact, by the way, I don't think they've changed this since I stopped working there. But when I worked for Fanatics at the Inter Miami Stadium, the only thing we sold was Messi jerseys. I remember literally one time, like I started working there on Messi's first day at the club, like his first game. And I remember we would get an influx of just boxes and boxes of boxes of Messi jerseys. And that's all we got. And everything else we had to take down. Campana jerseys, Yedlin jerseys. Who else was? What was another big sell? Um, Probably nobody. I mean, like I don't even think anybody else. But damn, like Farias, I think was another one. Um, I don't know, but we had to take down like all the jerseys and only put Messi jerseys up. And every single day that I've worked there, we've sold out literally the entire shop. Like we would sell out the whole store, and all the sizes would be gone. The only sizes that would be left would be like triple XLs. And the reason why I'm telling you guys is that there was this one time where somebody literally brought up a jersey to me at the counter, and they were like, Just this." I'm like, "Is that all today?" And they're like, "Yep." And I'm like, "Oh," and I picked it up and I looked at it and I'm like, "Oh, you're getting a Campana jersey?" And then she was like, "Oh no, I thought that was a Messi jersey. Like, give me that." Like, and then she went to go put it back and then she left the store. I'm like, "That's actually crazy." So the reason why I'm telling you the reason why I'm telling you this is if you can even find a Toto Aviles jersey, I applaud you because that I don't know where you're gonna find that. Getting caught playing a high line without the midline covering their spaces on the counterattack makes the defense look bad. Getting caught, I mean, yeah. Because let me see. So our midline functions correctly with Bright in the midfield, playing that CDM role. Because Gressel in the midfield and Redondo in the midfield doesn't help the midline. Like it doesn't help that situation. Gressel's a great player. This is not me bashing Gressel, and I've been backing Gressel all season. And I know there was a lot of Gressel hate at some point. Don't know if it's still going on. but in the role where, and it's not Gressel's fault. Low key I blame this on Redondo because Gressel is supposed to get into the wider spaces and supply us with width, something that Chelo is not good at. He can do it, but he's not good at it. And then when Messi gets into central areas, Gressel is supposed to fill in that wide space. But then that leaves Bright and Redondo in the midfield. And Redondo is a lost puppy when he's running. He is a lost puppy in that midfield most of the time. And some of the times he's good. And some of the times he'll put a couple passes in. Maybe he'll win a couple of tackles, make some interceptions. But the other times, he'll lose possession, he'll get dispossessed, he'll make a bad pass, he'll be out of position, and it's bad. So Boosie and Bright are supposed to help with that and be like our wall, our rock, our double pivot. But I don't know, like, but no, I understand what you're saying, and it's not something that we can control. That's just something that has to figure out. I'm sure Toto is a big concern. To be fair, I think he is a weird fit. Oh, fetish with the yellow card. I think he does. I think he like has to. He tells himself that he has to get a yellow card in every game he plays. I don't know. Is Allen that good? To me, he is the weakest center back. But I tell you right now, we need a good midfield to keep the ball because if we stay in defense, we are fucked. With Crew, we get lucky. Next time Miami should play better to win. Noah Allen is good. He is not a traditional center back. That's maybe where you think that he is the weakest center back because he's not a traditional center back. He's not 6'4". He's not lengthy. He's not strong. But what Noah Allen can bring to our defense is more width, speed, athleticism, something that our defense doesn't have, speed and athleticism. He's extremely quick. His recoveries are insane. He'll slow down attackers so then we can recover and get into position. Yeah, just the way that he recovers into position, then he'll play tight with the other two center backs. It's really good with Boosie and whoever other center backs are. It's really, really good in my opinion. Because then that it also allows Jordi Alba to move a lot further up and for us not to get exposed on that left-hand side. Because I don't know if anybody notices this stuff, but when we would play a back four, so a 4-3-3, Jordi Alba would obviously play like left wing, right? And whoever's on that left wing spot, whether it's Taylor or Gomez, they would play more centrally with Suarez and Messi, and then that left wing would be controlled by Jordi Alba. But then the problem with that is nobody would take Jordi Alba's spot. So who would play left center mid? It would either be Gomez or Redondo. Redondo's not good at it, and Gomez gets back, but it's just not enough because he's always so high up, and that's not his fault because he's supposed to be high up. But then our left center back can't cover the width and then stay centrally. It doesn't work. So I personally believe that with Noah Allen playing that wide center back role, he can cover both the wide left-ish areas, and then he can transition narrowly, give Jordi Alba the time to recover, and then by the time everything falls into place, we have our full defense, we have the full midfield back, and we're ready to defend. Like, it buys us time. His speed, athleticism, and his width buys us time, in my opinion. Let's see. Sorry, I just, like, kind of ranted at that. I kind of, like, geeked out. Let's see what you guys are saying. Tata asked the team to park the bus from one of the games and we were tied, and Alba audibly and visibly told him no. Oh, okay, let's pull this up by Mike. Which game is this? This sounds like something that Jordi Alba would do, and this sounds like something that, unfortunately, like Tata Martino would do. Don't know. I personally hate the park the bus style tactic, like, because what that does is it allows your opponent to just constantly pressure you, and at some point It doesn't matter the skill level. I mean, like maybe I don't know. The Premier League is different. Besides the point, at some point, your opposition is going. You're gonna mess up as the defense parking the bus. You're gonna mess up. You're gonna take a bad touch. You're gonna make a bad pass. Something bad is gonna happen, and the opposition is gonna be ready to pressure you and take advantage um and take the ball from you and probably score. So it allows the opposition to all push forward and occupy every space possible and really really pressure the defense. So that's why I hate the park the bus tactic. I'd rather just remain neutral and just everybody hold their ground, because then if the opposition wants to press forward, then just take advantage of their space that they're leaving behind. And I don't know, it doesn't matter. Redondo has the focus of a 2-year-old. Yeah, that's a wild take on Allen. Oh, for Casar. That's a wild take on Allen. He is good. He's MLS good. And that's all we need him to be. We need him to be MLS good. He doesn't have to be this big European, talented player. I mean, like, if he's good to play in MLS, he's good to play in Inter Miami. He's good to fit in this role and in this tactic, in this style of play, then he's good. He's good for us, and he suits us and this team. So I'm with you there. I'm with you, Mike. Thank you for supporting that. Allen is a sub for Alba. Martinez. Avila Frey is a center back. Cello on the right back. I don't like. I highly doubt that Jordi Alba will get subbed off unless he gets injured. Unless he gets injured, there's no way he's coming on for Jordi Alba. Jordi Alba is playing for the full 90. But I mean, okay. Well, the front three would be what? Gomez, Busi, and Messi, right? Or you could play Rojas on that left wing spot. Honestly, you could probably okay. Honestly, right wing Messi, striker Suarez, Gomez at left center mid, and either put Robert Taylor or Rojas in that left wing spot. Then the midfield would be Gomez, Bright, Redondo, probably, or Gomez, Bright, Busi. Then it would be Jordi. Actually, nah. Hold on. No. Nah, it'd be Jordi. It'd be Gomez. The center two would be Bright and Redondo, probably. Right back would be Cello. Yeah, no. So if I were Tata and I was trying to predict what he would do, it'd be Noah Allen, left center back, Bushi, center back, middle center back, Ian Frey, right center back, that or Toto Aviles, left mid slash left back, left wing back, Jordi Alba, right wing back, Chelo. Two center mids are Bright and Redondo. Left wing would be Gomez, Suarez, striker, and then Messi on the right. That would probably be the starting lineup. And I think the only thing that I think I would get wrong would be the defense, because Tata's allergic to starting Ian Frey. What do you think should be preferred, a formation 4-3-3 or a diamond? I think the diamond with Messi being there. I've literally talked about that before Backlash, so I appreciate you for bringing that up. I've talked about that in previous episodes where I would think a diamond formation and then just give Jordi Alba and Cello or Ian Frey, preferably Ian Frey, or even Gressel, just the ability to go wide and take control of those flanks. Because like you can put Jordi Alba on the left, right, and then you could play Gomez left center mid, and then just give them more width. Like, but I don't know. And then like on defense, tell them to come narrow and kind of force the opposition wide. I don't know. It would be. It's not like a terrible plan, but maybe it just wouldn't work with the team. I don't know. But no, I appreciate that for bringing that. I'm not like a tactician. I don't claim to be a tactician. I'm not a coach. So Literally, all of this is just opinion, and it's all like theoretical. So don't think like this is me sounding like Tata Martino does everything wrong. I know what I'm doing. He should be doing this. Blah 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 blah. No, that's not it. That's not trying. That's not what I'm trying to go for. At least not a football expert. But we have enough quality for regularly rotate players. Oh no, you're 100%. You're 100% right, Ash. Um, you would never put him center back. He giving me a heart attack, same as Avila sometimes. I mean, sure. I mean that's your opinion, but I'd be more secure with the three center backs and and everything else, like the 3-5-2 or the what is it, the 3-4-3? Yeah, 3-4-3. Anyways, guys, it's prediction time. Okay, now is it. We talked about lineups. We talked about players. We talked about squad availability. We talked about Messi. We talked a little bit about New England being the worst team or one of the worst teams in the Eastern Conference or even in MLS this season. Now it's time to predict what the scoreline is going to be on Saturday. Now, Inter might remember, Miami are on 71 points. They're entering the final day of the regular season with 71 points. The possibility to make history in the MLS and break the single season points record. 73 is the current record. If they win on Saturday, they can get to 74. So they would also be what? What was the number? They'd be also one of the, I don't know. I forget the stat. I'm not even going to mention it. Anyways. Oh my God, I just pulled up this stat. New England have lost 5 straight away matches, including a 4-0 loss to Columbus Crew on Saturday. The Revs have also they've been outscored 15-1 in those games. 15-1 in 5 games. In 5 away games. They've conceded 15 goals. So the chances of them winning against Miami this weekend, close to nothing. So that's why I'm anticipating I'm anticipating that we're going to keep a clean sheet for our last regular season game. I'm also anticipating that Messi will score, that Suarez will score, and maybe Diego Gomez will score too if he starts and plays like the majority of the game. And I'm predicting, at minimum, a 4-0 victory for the Herons. That is my prediction. 4-0 at the bare minimum, pure minimum, 4-0. High expectations, guys. What are you guys thinking? What are you guys saying in the comments here? We got Mike V first. 7-2 Campana hat trick. I love that. I love that so much. We need a Campana hat trick. We need a Campana hat trick. If Campana should come off the bench and score a hat trick. I think that would make that even better. Ash is saying 6-1 to Inter Miami. Suarez wins the Golden Boot. Crazy. I'll tell you guys who. If you guys don't know, I'll tell you guys the stats for the Golden Boot. I'm pretty sure Benteke is still first. I'm pretty sure Benteke is still first. MLS Soccer. While you guys bring in those predictions, I'll pull this up. Benteke is still first. Benteke is first with 23 goals. Buanga, 19. Cucho, 19. Suarez is down to 18. So Suarez would have to score, what is that, 5 goals to just tie with Benteke. So he has to score more than 5 goals tomorrow. Or Saturday. I keep saying tomorrow. I keep thinking today's Friday. I normally do the previews on Friday. We have Darius saying 4-1 Miami. Goals from Messi, Suarez, Gomez, and Campana. I'm loving the Campana predictions, guys. I'm loving that you guys want Campana to score. And then Casar, the last one, says 3-1 or 4-1 to Miami because I can't rely on the defense for the clean sheet. Fair enough. 100% fair. I cannot argue that at all. I'm being very optimistic and predicting a clean sheet. That would be one of the best ways to end the regular season defensively, is with a clean sheet. But yes, I'm predicting 4-0. Go for Messi, go for Suarez, go for Gomez. And if I were to put a parlay on it, I would bet I think I would make my money. But thank you guys so much for tuning into this episode of the Herons Haven podcast for this Inter Miami versus New England Revolution preview. I'll see you guys. I won't be available actually for the post game reaction on Saturday because I work that night. So I'm gonna see you guys either on Sunday. I think Sunday night. I think I can do it on Sunday night, either Sunday night or Monday. Um, Work has been getting pretty crazy. We're approaching a certain period in my job, and it's been getting pretty crazy. I've been getting a lot more responsibility now, so I'm working a full day tomorrow, and I'm working a full day Saturday. Sunday, I think I will have to see what Sunday brings, but yeah, no, I think I'll be available on either Sunday night or Monday for a review, and we can talk about it, and then we'll talk about some other news also. Um, Later on next week. So appreciate you guys for being here. Have a great rest of your night. We have football on tonight, so make sure you catch that. And yeah, Bama Miami. Hopefully we can end this the season strong. I'll take care, guys. I'll talk to you guys soon.